changing gears slightly, we've had some questions come in over the last week. One from Steve from SCW, the Wrestling Channel. Steve's obviously been a guest on our show before. Sent in an interesting question, which you and I done a bit of research on. In a nutshell, his question was movies that we should have seen.
But haven't.
And to clarify, I don't think it was necessarily any film, but we were to give us a bit of an idea. We actually searched the top 100 films, which was on Empire. Is that right?
According to Empire magazine.
According to Empire. So we had a look through. I'm really pleased to say that the film that I said to you before we'd even looked at the list, for me, is actually the number one film on there. So it's
a good one to fail on, isn't it? It's the way to look at it.
Yeah.
I was really impressed. Like this question for me is a very good one for me, because quite often in conversation, people condemn me for not seeing films, and normally they're films
the list
that
is long.
I think why are you judging me for not watching that? The prime example that we always talk about, The Lion King, the original animated Lion King, never seen it.
Yeah.
And there are quite a few Disney films of that era that I didn't see just because I was a bit too old. So yeah, it's quite good to pose that question. But I was impressed that, based on that and people judge me for not seeing films, I've probably seen the whole top 20 films that you should have seen. So amazing, yeah.
But the number one film on there is The Godfather, and that's the one that I haven't seen any of them.
I've not seen the third one, but that's meant to be a bit rubbish anyway.
I don't think it was in the top 20.
No, it certainly wasn't.
Yeah,
I've seen one and two.
Godfather 2 was in the top 20, I believe. But yeah, it's a film that it's one that everyone knows of. I mean, I'm familiar with it. I know exactly what it's about. I've seen bits and pieces of it, usually in other shows where they're talking about it or whatever. And it's one that I do want to watch, and just haven't got around to it. It's just one of them things, like, and I'm sure you're the same, where you look at some of these films on that list that you go, oh, I haven't seen that. Yeah, I want to see it. It's not that there's nothing about it that interests me.
Not like you're choosing not to. It's just you haven't.
It's just you haven't. Yeah, and I mean, I can think back to one that I always wanted to watch, which was Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And
I've never seen that. There you go.
Well,
so
there you go. Again, it was a film that I really wanted to see. It was bought for me. I had a copy of it for about 5 years. Mark got it for me.
Yeah.
So, and then eventually I did watch it. But The Godfather's one that is on my list of films I need to watch. What was you? I know there was a couple on there that we spoke about, but I think I know where you're going.
The key one, which I think, which interesting, I said to you, I've been watching Sopranos recently. I'm sort of up to season 4 on Sopranos. And there's a character in it called Ralphie who is not a particularly nice person, but he loves this particular film and keeps quoting it and sort of using it as examples of certain things. So I keep thinking to myself, yeah, I really need to watch that because it's meant to be good, but it never appealed to me, and that's Gladiator. Which is one that people hold in such high regard. Like, oh my God, this is such an amazing film. I just never fancied it. It's just one of those ones that I thought, just don't really fancy that for some reason. I'm sure I'll watch him and think that's really good. But
yeah, is there a reason that sort of film wouldn't be of interest? I know there's types of films that people don't like.
Stuff.
Romans.
Yeah. I'm not very good with, and it's not really the same, but sort of period drama. Like is probably my least favourite genre, like Downton Abbey or something like that. Not that I'm saying that Gladiator is the same as Downton Abbey.
Just trying to think. I can't see the comparison, but I know what you mean.
The fact that it's all themed around this historical period, it just doesn't instantly appeal.
I think I really liked Gladiator because before that, I believe Troy, the film, had been released. Right. I'm pretty sure it was before, which was Brad Pitt. God, who else was in? Brad Pitt played Achilles. I mean, I love that film. I don't know if you've seen that. That's really good. The story of Troy.
Roman stuff or whatever.
But again, like Gladiator's awesome.
Yeah, it's got such an amazing cast.
I can't remember what number it was in the top 100.
I've just looked at it. It's 44.
44. I mean, it shows you there must be some high-profile films. Where was The Lion King? You did.
Lion King was really high, I think, wasn't it? In this
It
one,
was on the list.
It was definitely on the list. See, that's one. 29, The Big Lebowski. Never seen that. People always rave about The Big Lebowski and how good that is.
Mm.
The other ones that I sort of made note of, Saving Private Ryan. Again, a film that people regard as sort of such a good film. I think I've seen the beginning where they're all being sort of blown to pieces on the beach. I think I've seen that bit, but in regards to the rest of it, no.
It's quite. I mean, they're quite heavy films because obviously there's obviously a historical link to a lot of them as well, and they're taken from people's stories, which can be quite heavy for people to watch if they're affected by them sorts of things.
No, Lion King was number 70, so it went as high as I thought. But that's the thing, and I think you saying about The Godfather as well. I mean, The Godfather, what's that? It's probably about 3 hours a piece, isn't it? It's not one of those where you think, oh yeah, I'll just watch that. And
a light watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing I found with The Godfather, I don't think I've still got them on DVD, but I remember watching those, particularly 2. So 2 is incredible, where he goes back to sort of it's all about his home country in Italy and stuff like that, and it was the weird sensation of finishing watching that film and just thinking that was incredible, and I can't think of anything negative about it. Right, and that was really odd. Because normally you'll watch a film and we go to the cinema and you come out and be like, oh, I like that bit, I didn't like that bit, weren't sure about this, weren't sure about what they did. I couldn't. I just couldn't think, well, that was a bit rubbish, wasn't it? It was just, it's just amazing. There are so many incredible scenes in it.
But for any listeners, I mean, tell us yours. I mean, Steve, get in touch with us. Tell us what film. I know Steve at the moment is watching a load of older films. Some that he's even said he has seen when he was younger and probably didn't appreciate as much. But if any of the listeners want to tell us some other films that they should have seen, get in touch.
Yeah, definitely.
But while we're on the subject of questions, Matt,